A fixture in most sporting events. Nothing crude about the Joe Amato cheering section's artwork, and it is time for what they call the Dick and Joe Show. Joe Amato against Dick LaHaye. Here is Jerry Amato guiding Joe back. What's going through his mind right now, Don?
Well, I think the main thing in his mind, he's racing the biggest race in the world, and his car has not performed on race day like it should. He is wondering, has Tim Richards got that engine to come around?
And Dick LaHaye, he has accomplished 4-second performance here this weekend. The biggest problem there is you can't get greedy because the conditions aren't the same now.
That's right, and on a 4-second car, the least mistake, and you're up in smoke.
All right, the delicate staging process begins, nudging those very small front wheels, pioneered by Don Garlits, incidentally, into the electronic beams. Blast the stage. The way he likes it is LaHaye. It's Amato away first. Amato loses traction. Dick LaHaye, oh my, one of the most impressive runs of the day. 5.01 elapsed time, 280 miles per hour. Amato, too much power, Don?
That's right. Amato had to give it his best shot. He knew that LaHaye was going to make a good run.
Kimmy, Amato smokes the tires. You're a 5.01. That looks awful good.
Yeah, we're real happy with that. Was expecting it to run right around that. We hopped the motor up a little bit and put some clutch in it, and the track's right there. So hopefully we'll do good in the final.
You've had a clean day so far. You think that's quick enough to give you lane choice?
I don't know. Darrell's been running for us. I hope so. We'll see here in a few minutes.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
You can tell by the look on Kim's face and her voice that they're very concerned about smoking the tires. They came here to win this race. Generally, they're very conservative, but they are tired of being bridesmaids.
Well, Eddie Hill rolls out as he is set at the starting line to take on this man, Darrell Gwynn, who is really charging his way up through the ranks. The onboard camera, Doug Parr and Mike Sherrill doing a magnificent job producing these pictures this weekend. Let's go to the far end of the strip now. Here's Steve Evans.
What a shot. 5.01.
Oh, Lord, thank you. I'll tell you what. You know, this has been a heck of a weekend. We run our first four, and I figured Joe and I was really going to have us a race, and we tuned her up a little bit to racing.
Joe tuned it up a little bit, too. Maybe a little too much, huh, Joe?
A good race. I'll tell you. You know, it's this guy right here. It's the Dick and Joe show a lot of times. And just one time it didn't.
Side by side that time.
That's okay, man, you know. Maybe the next time.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
Great sports. Dick LaHaye and Joe Amato.
And what a relief for Gary Ormsby in the points fight to see Amato out. At the starting line, there's Jerry Gwynn as he looks down to his son, Darrell Gwynn, strapped into his top fuel dragster, ready to take on Eddie Hill.
You have raced Darrell Gwynn in, what, 2 U.S. Nationals Top Fuel Championship battles. You beat him both times. What's the difference in him now and then, Don Darrell?
Well, I think he's a lot more experienced. He's a lot calmer. He doesn't get rattled so much. He's a much better top fuel racer today than he was in those days.
And there's Eddie Hill with a car he calls an antique. There's nothing antique about the elapsed times that he has accomplished with this machine. Let's go for a ride. Oh, and what a race it was. Eddie Hill off the mark first, almost pulled it out, but it's Darrell Gwynn at 5.04 to Hill's 5.09 elapsed time. Typical U.S. Nationals competition.
Nice going, an 0.4 though. That's a little bit slower. It's not going to give you lane choice.
Right, that is wrong. We didn't mean to do that. We just meant to try and maintain, which was probably the wrong thing to do, but we didn't expect LaHaye to step up quite that quick.
Still, you're going to the final round.
And we do have a little left.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Ken Vinny being very conservative with the Gwynn car, not wanting to smoke the tires, wanting to get to that finals. We watch the replay. We see Eddie Hill put 200s right into the bank with a starting line advantage, but it didn't last long. The Vinny engine came on with lots of power, and he begins to take a definite advantage as we get to mid-track. The old car performed well for Hill, though.
And as a result of that competition, the stage is set for the final round at the U.S. Nationals. Darrell Gwynn will face Dick LaHaye, and LaHaye will have lane choice.
Boy, Darrell Gwynn has just got no respect as a new national record holder. Everybody you race just fires a shot at you.
Well, it's a U.S. National, Steve, like I said before, and I understand we ran 5.04. We don't have lane choice in the final, but we're going to give it our best shot, right lane or left lane.
As the afternoon cools off, lane choice is not going to be as important, traditionally.
Exactly right, and traditionally, when the sun goes down, this car becomes awesome.
You've been beaten in the final before. You're not going to let that happen again.
Yeah, I've been runner-up here 3 times. I'm about sick and tired of that.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Darrell Gwynn, will he break that streak here today as he goes over to shake hands with Eddie